Ooh, girl, you're looking a little bit rough. Your hair's a fucking hot mess. Your skin looks dry. It's time for some self-care. Let's do some facials. Let's do some deep hair masks. Let's do some moisture to this dried out hair. Let's do some skincare today. Let's do our nails. Let's do it all. Let's get to feeling better. Let's practice some self-love. Okay, so we're going to make a hair mask because my hair is super, super dry. So we're going to do a deep conditioner. We're going to do a exfoliator and moisturizer on our face today. I'm going to show you how I do all of these things. And while you're at it, wash your sheets. So strip the bedding, wash it too. Why? Because you secrete oils and dead skin cells. Ew, gross, right? So clean it up. All right, so first things first, I'm going to be cleaning my house. So I just woke up. I'm still in my pajamas. So love my shirt. If my mouth doesn't say it, my face will. Totally me. All right, so what we're going to do first is we're going to make a hair mask. Now, I have naturally pretty dry hair. It usually feels really, really dry in the wintertime. So this mask helps to kind of lock in the moisture. The other thing is I tend to get really oily hair. So I have combination skin and combination hair. If I go more than like a day without washing it, it gets really, really oily. So this will also help it produce a little bit less oil, because if it's oily, it's trying to produce moisture so that your hair will actually not be dried out. So like nature has its own way of doing things. So what you're going to do is you're going to take some sort of oil. It can be like I have coconut oil in the house. I have some hair oil. This is Generic's lightweight oil leave-in serum. So I'm going to use a couple of drops of this. This is mane and tail conditioner in this bottle. Let's see, what is this one? Softy Hair Food. So I like to use this one. This is really, really oily, so you will have to like thoroughly shampoo after the fact. And some Native coconut vanilla conditioner. So I'm just going to create a little blob and I'm going to mix it all together and slather it in my hair. So use whatever you want. Clean hand. You can use a bowl. I'm just going to use about that much of probably most of the products except for the oil. So a good couple of squirts. Just get it in there. Some oil. Couple of drops of oil. A little bit goes a long way with the oil. If I was using coconut oil, which a lot of times I just use just coconut oil and conditioner, you can use that in place of all this other stuff. About a fingertip full of the hair food. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix all this together, put it on, and I'm going to leave it on. You can put a towel over your head. You can use a shower cap, a plastic bag. What you're doing is you're locking in the moisture. And then I'm going to go clean my house for however long it takes me. And then when I shower, I'm going to take it all out. The second thing we're going to do is we're going to do an exfoliator scrub on our face. All right, so it should look wet. It should look kind of oily. Why? Because that's how you know that the moisture is getting in there. So one thing that I like to do is leave it at least 30 minutes. Longer is also always better. So if you can leave it like an hour, couple hours, overnight, wrap your hair, rinse it out the next day. You do need to shampoo this back out and then regular routine afterwards. So shampoo, condition, whatever you do after the fact. Your hair will be softer, shinier, and over time this will actually help it reduce the amount of breakage that you have, as well as it's going to help to retain the moisture, so it's going to look a lot better. So the next thing we're going to do is a face mask. So 2 ingredients, super easy. So in this bowl, not that you can see it very well, let's try it. There we go. So there is about a teaspoon of coconut oil and a teaspoon of baking soda, and you just mix it together to make a paste. So that's what we're going to put on next. I won't be able to see much without my glasses, but it's okay. You guys need to see, not me. So this is something that will exfoliate. So if you have like rough patches, I had really bad scarring on this side of my face growing up. That's from my CPAP mask. But I had really, really bad acne scars, and I had really bad actual scars on my face for years. And so this is something you can use periodically to kind of help slough off all those dead skin layers, and it really does make your skin glow. So a close up, no makeup, no filters. I have pores on my nose for sure, some old scarring, things like that. So what it's going to do is it's going to help make the skin look a lot brighter, a lot smoother, and it actually adds a lot of moisture. So we're going to put that on. All right, so we're just gonna take some of this, and I just like to kind of mix it between my hands like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna rub in circular. Be gentle. This is an exfoliator, so it's really going to make your skin look a little bit red. And I have super sensitive skin, so this is kind of like abrasive, so not a lot of pressure. You can tear your skin up. I would say don't use this more than like once or twice a month and spread it out, because what you're doing is you're actually taking off a couple layers of your skin, and you want to give it a chance to regrow so that you don't damage your skin. Mine will look really red after the fact, after I rub it and wash it all off. That's normal. You're actually getting more oxygen into the skin. So if it looks red, it can be a little bit tender after the fact, so very gentle cleansing afterwards. And again, only do this about twice a month, because you do need things to kind of heal and grow back. It's like when you go get waxed. If you get waxed anywhere, you've got to be super sensitive to the skin because you don't want to damage it any further. So I'm going to scrub this on a little bit and I'll be right back. All right, so as you can see, my skin gets a little bit red and irritated. The lighting's not so great in here. So I definitely have really fair, really sensitive skin. This can be irritating, so again, that's why you don't want to use it all the time. This is not something that you can use every single day. You need to use this sparingly, like once or twice a month. So I would let it sit like a minute or two. You know, you're gonna gently exfoliate. So use little circular motions all over except the eyeballs. It can be used everywhere but the eyelids. Don't get this in your eyes. It can definitely irritate. It could, if the baking soda gets in your eye, scratch your actual cornea and things like that. So please don't use it in your eyes. Use caution with that. Everywhere else is totally fine. I have a little bit left over. I'm actually going to use that on my hands because I get really bad dry chapped skin on my hands. So that's part of the second video we're going to post today. We're going to do some manicures at home. So I love to do skincare at home. I am a licensed cosmetologist, so I want to share the knowledge with you guys. Simple at-home things that we can do to improve things for ourselves and our family. So I'm going to rinse all of this off. What I like to use, let's see, this is just what I have on hand. This is the Dove Sensitive Skin. I got this at my dermatologist's office. And warm water, not hot. Your pores are already open. Make sure that you get all of this stuff off. I like to just use a clean washcloth and some mild soap. And then again, you just took off layers of your skin, so be gentle with this part. Don't scrub really, really hard. You can use just your hands and a clean towel, a little bit of mild soap and water to get it off. Okay, so everything rinsed off. You may have to wash it more than once because you did use oil. So everything's exfoliated. Feels like the camera's getting all steamy because I'm in my bathroom, but it leaves behind extremely soft, clean skin. So again, you want to be super gentle with that afterwards. Moisturizer is fine. Be careful of any like scented products, because the scented products can actually cause irritation and things like that. So treat your skin as if you've just either had a procedure done or like a sunburn, and be very, very gentle with it. So no harsh chemicals, no harsh fragrances for at least a couple of days. Give that skin a chance to heal. We're going to add some moisturizer, even though that was moisturizing, and we're going to do a jade roller to get rid of the puffiness, because I have very puffy eyes. I sleep with a CPAP, so it's forcing pressure and air into my face. So we're going to use a jade roller. I get really saggy skin right around here, so that's the area that I like to focus on, but I'm also going to do it on my eyes to depuff the skin. All right, welcome to my little home salon. So this is a jade roller. I picked this up at Target for like $10. So the big part and the little part. The little part you use in like around your eyeballs and small areas, and the big part is for everywhere else. So you can add a few drops of your moisturizer. I just have this e.l.f. facial oil that I like, so like a drop or two of that goes a long way. As you can see, just from the cleaning, my skin looks really soft and shiny already. Looks really fresh. So that's one of the things I love to do when my face is like dry and dull, and maybe it just needs a little bit of life back into it. So this is fresh face. We haven't done any other steps yet. So I'm going to add about a drop or two of this oil, and I'll be right back. I am going to make a part two, so about a drop or two. I'm almost out of this stuff. You're going to spread that around, just little bits here and there, and then we're going to use the jade roller, so meet me in part.